Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday. So, as you can see, I'm kind of in a pink mood today. I'm wearing a pink shirt, and it actually says "Love Yourself" on the front of it. You all just can't see it, but it does say "Love Yourself." And I decided to go with a little pink eyeshadow, and I'm wearing my Mary Kay lip gloss, which is what is this? Nude blush, because it has like a pinkiness to it. Normally I wear the chocolate nude, but I decided to go with this one today. So you guys, before I jump into today's video, I just want to say I noticed when I came out the house, excuse me, that I have a ton of mushrooms growing in the yard. And I mean, they are some huge mushrooms, okay? So, but that was just a random thing that I noticed as I was coming out the house. Anyway, let's jump into today's video. And I wish I had gotten started before they started blowing the leaves down the street. And today's topic is you must believe you can. So if you hear all that noise, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. But again, today's topic is you must believe you can. And this first quote that I'm going to share with you is a little lengthy, but it is by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he says, faith of any kind always comes by hearing. Can I say that one more time? Faith of any kind always comes by hearing. You didn't believe you were dumb until you heard you were dumb. Come on, somebody. You didn't believe you couldn't learn until you heard somebody say you couldn't learn. Your unbelief is a result of something you heard about yourself. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Your unbelief, you notice I didn't say mine. I said your unbelief is a result of something that you heard about yourself. So guess what? If you heard all that negativity about yourself, I need you to unhear it, because none of it is true. It's only true because you believe it to be so. So, and the more you heard it and rehearsed it and even argued about it and said you didn't believe it every time you face a challenge, tell yourself the truth. Don't those voices come back up? Every time you hit a low place, don't those voices come back up again? And you will never completely be healed or whole, listen to me now, until you change the voice of inside of your own head. Come on now. Anybody can do this but you. Okay? So the moment you raise your hand and you say, I'm going to do something, I can guarantee you that somebody's not going to agree with what you're going to do. Somebody's not going to be supportive of what you're trying to do. Somebody's going to try to assassinate what you're trying to do. And yet you have to have the commitment and the calling and the tenacity and the character to be able to withstand onslaught that comes against you in order to proceed towards your destiny and towards your purpose. You've had bad experience after bad experience after bad experience. You've tried to talk yourself out of wanting it and talk yourself out of believing. Try to fit in with the people around you, blend into the scenery just like everybody else to be cool, and maybe they'll like you. But the problem is there's a burning desire down inside of you that will not shut up, that will not die. See, when you try to blend in, I love the air quote, blend in with the crowd, all you're doing is wasting your time. Yeah, on the surface to those individuals, you look like you fit in, but deep down inside, there's a burning desire inside of you to do something different. You're just doing the going along to get along thing. And we need to stop doing that. So I've always been of the belief that it doesn't matter whether anybody likes me or not, because I love me. Come on, somebody. I love me. I know my family loves me. My friends love me. So I can't worry about the rest of the world. They may not like me, and I don't really care. I really don't. Because being liked is not what pays my bills. Being liked is not what keeps me in God's grace. Being light does not help me sleep better at night. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can't worry about that, and neither should you. And again, that quote was by Bishop T.D. Jakes. The next quote is by Bishop T.D. Jakes as well. And he says, you got to believe this for yourself. You got to believe I can do this. I was created for this. I was called for this. I was curved for this. I was shaped for this. I was meant for this. You've got to believe it. You can't just say it. You can't just think it. You can't allow me to say it and then you go, oh yeah, you might be right. No, 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 no. You've got to believe all of those things for yourself. Wouldn't it be amazing if you believe that? I mean, it really would be, right? Wouldn't you sleep good tonight if you believe that? Wouldn't you walk around with your head up and your back straight if you believe that? You wouldn't be intimidated by anybody, anywhere, at any time if you just believe that. See, I refuse to be intimidated. You know why? Because I believe all of that and then some. I believe, let me go back and say, you got to believe it for yourself. You've got to believe that you can do it. You've got to believe that you've been created for it, that you were called for it, that you were curved for it, that you were shaped for it, and that you were meant for it. And when I say it, whatever it is, you've got to believe it. Stop sitting around waiting for somebody else to whisper in your ear and tell you all those things. You believe those things about yourself. And again, that quote was by Bishop T.D. Jakes. The next quote that I'm going to share with you is by Les Brown. He says, you say, if it's hard, then do it hard. I won't allow this to stop me. I don't have the option of easy. I don't have the option, and I don't think you do, or any of us do, of going around trying to find a dream that's a little dream that doesn't require much responsibility. Come on now. Or not too stressful, or won't be too much of a hassle. He says, no, no, no. All you need to do is get out in the arena of life is to say it's possible. 2 words, y'all. It's possible. That's what you have to tell yourself every day. In spite of the no's, just maybe this next call might do it. It's possible this next job interview, this might be the one. I can do this. But you've got to tell yourself that, and you've got to believe it. It can't just be lip service, because lip service goes nowhere but out of these lips that's on your face. And I have cute lips, I think, anyway. I like them. But if all I do is issue lip service to what I tell myself, then it's not going to go anywhere. I have to believe it. I can't just say it for the sake of saying it. See, some people think, well, if I say it enough, then eventually I'll believe it. No, I believe it up here first before it even comes out of my mouth. The next quote that I'm going to share with you is by Bishop T.D. Jakes again. He said, why'd you get up out of the bed this morning? And I'm going to ask you that same question. Why did you, don't look around, I'm talking to you. Why did you get up out of the bed this morning? I want you to think about that. I don't need you to tell me, because that's none of my concern, and it doesn't even matter as far as I'm concerned. But I want you to think about that. Why did you get out of bed this morning? See, because I know why I got up this morning. But I'm asking you to think about why you got up this morning, because this might be the day. Why did you put in another application? Because this might be the day. I can't stay home today. This might be the day. I can't give up right now. This might be the day. I can't slide back now. This might be the day. Every voice that said you'll never be nothing, you got to call it out. You've got to say you're a liar. Every time something or someone whispers in your ear and says you can't make it through this, you can't take this, you're going to have a nervous breakdown, you're going to lose your mind, you're going to die like your mama did, you're going to get sick like your daddy did, you got to talk back to those voices and say, hey, you're a liar. You're lying on me, and I'm better than this. Ooh, yeah, that'll shout you right there. You need to talk about every voice that said you can't do it, you can't have it, you can't be it, you'll never get up, you'll never survive. Abort that thing, push it out. Say, I've got to get out of here. Even if I have to fight my way out, I've got too much vision to stay in this rut. And again, that's by Bishop T.D. Jakes, and that is so true. Some of you, not some of you, I'm gonna say all of you, you all have too much vision to stay in the rut that you allow yourself to stay in and day out. I don't understand it. I really do not. Because you do. You have too much going for you to stay where you are. Okay, so you're not where you want to be. But you don't have to stay there. You know, it's all right to deal with where you are in that moment, but you sure as heck better be striving to get to the next level or to get to wherever it is that you've been called to go. Stop deciding that you're just going to deal with it and stay where you are. No, because you deserve better than that. And this last quote is by Eric Thomas, and he says, every day you wake up, you got to start with that vision. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out, and you're going to do what you've been called to do. And you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. And again, that quote is by Eric Thomas. And you guys, that's what I need to drive home right now. You've got to prove those people wrong. Now, here's what I'm not telling you to do. Here's what I'm not telling you to do. I'm not telling you to go and knock on the door of everybody that said that you couldn't do something, you wouldn't be anything, all those other negative things that they may have said. I'm not telling you to go knock on their door. I'm not telling you to go seek them out on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all of that. Don't do that. What I'm telling you is go out there and win. Go out there and succeed, because I promise you, those same people, they will see your success. You don't have to go looking for them, because they will see you. Just like people see you when you're at your worst, oh honey, they see you when you're at your greatest. They may try to act like they don't see it because they don't want to acknowledge it, but it's all good. They don't have to. I promise you they see it. I guarantee you right now, down to $1, that the people in your life that told you that you weren't going to be anything, they're watching you right now. Some of you are out there putting out motivational videos. You have a flourishing speaking business. You go around and you speak life into everybody that you come across. I guarantee those people are watching. They're not going to like your post. They're not going to like your comment, but they're watching. They're looking at your material and they're getting something from it because they need it. But those are the same people that told you you couldn't do something, that you weren't going to be anything. Honey, let me tell you something. Let that go in one ear and come right on out the other, because there's too much in you for you to sit back and worry about what somebody says. But you must believe that you can. You see, I can believe it for you all day long. And I will. I will pull out my my pom-poms. I will pull out my little short cheerleading skirt. I may have a little bit much going on from the waist down with these hips and thighs and what have you, but I'll put it on anyhow, and I'll jump up and down, and I will yell it to the heavens that you can do it, that I believe in you, but I need you to believe in you. I can believe in you all day long, but I need you to believe in you as well, because that's the problem. That is the problem. Too many times I'm the one believing in a lot of people, but they're not believing in themselves. But I need you to believe in yourself, because you can do it. You were made for this. This is your time to shine. You know, your unbelief, let me just recap a few points. Your unbelief is a result of something that you heard about yourself. So just like you kept hearing those negative things and you started to not believe in yourself, honey, I need you to just wipe them all away and start believing in you. See, God believes in you, and I believe in you. I believe your family and your close friends, they believe in you, but you are the only one that's not believing in you. in our little inner circle. I need you to start believing in you. And then you will never completely be healed or whole until you change the voice inside of your own head. And nobody can do this but you. I can talk until I am green in the face. But if you don't believe it, it's not going to change. You've got to believe it. And then you got to believe this for yourself. You got to believe that I can do this. I was created for this. I was called for this. I was curved for this. I was shaped for this. I was meant for this. You've got to believe it. Again, I can't do that for you. Only you can do that. All you need to do is get out in the arena of life. All you need to do to get out in the arena of life is to say it's possible. Just remember that. 2 simple little word. It's possible. You believe that, honey, that's going to take you so far in life because anything is possible. I believe that anything that I put my mind to, it's possible. And then I love when Bishop Jakes asked the question, why did you get out of the bed this morning? You know why you got out of the bed this morning? Because this might be the day. Why did you put in another application? Because this might be the day. He said, I can't stay home today. This might be the day. I can't give up right now. This might be the day. I can't slide back now. This might be the day. Imagine if you do all of those things, you're never going to know if this was a day or not. And then lastly, I love it when he says every voice that said you'll never be nothing, you got to call it out and say you're a liar. Every time something or somebody whispers in your ear and says you can't make it through this, you can't take this, you're going to have a nervous breakdown, you're going to lose your mind, you're going to die like your mama did, you're going to get sick like your daddy did, you got to talk back to those voices and say, hey, you're a liar. You're lying on me. I am better than this, because you really are. You are better than all of that negative self-talk. So I need you to cut it out. I need you to make me a promise right now that you are going to cut out all that negative self-talk. You're going to stop listening to what other people say about you, because what they say and think about you is none of your business. Let me tell you something. You can be doing great, and somebody will always find some reason why you're not going to make it, or they're going to find something to talk about no matter what you do. But I need you to stand up on your 2 feet, your size 8s, your 9s, your 12s, your 15s, whatever you wear. And I need you to stand up straight with your shoulders back, your head lifted high. And I need you to tell yourself that you can do it, that you were built for this, you were made for this, you were designed for this. This is your calling. This is the thing that God has called you to do. So I need you to say it, but I need you to believe it, and then I need you to go out there and make it happen. See, I believe in you. I know you can. I know you can. I just need you to truly believe that you can. Listen, you guys, that's my time. So I just want to say, if you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully something that I said resonates with you. Hopefully something that I said will cause you to start to believe that you can. And when I say can is just broad, that you can do anything that you put your mind to, that you can do anything. Start that business, get that job, take that trip, have your family be whole and complete. Whatever that thing is, I need you to do it. And you need you to believe that you can, because I believe it. I just need you to catch up with me so we can be on the same page and you can believe it as well. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, you all know the drill. You know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back. And there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do about it. I'm always going to be here to motivate you in one way, shape, or form, somehow or another. And if you ever need motivation, you can go back and look at all the videos that I have on my YouTube channel, because I have over 1,000 videos now on my YouTube channel. Go back and find the motivation that you need to be able to help you get over the hurdles that are keeping you stuck. Because I don't want you to be stuck. And if you're stuck and you really need help, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. Let's come up with a plan and figure out how to get you unstuck. Because you were made for this. This is your time. This is time for you to walk into your season, because I'm certainly walking in mine. You guys, that's it. That's my time. I will talk to you all again on Friday. But until then, I need you to start working on believing in yourself, believing that you can, because you can. You have everything that you need right now to do whatever that thing is that you've been wanting to do. And again, if you're struggling with it, reach out to me. Let's talk about it, because I want to help you make it happen before the end of this year. Love you all. We'll talk again on Friday.